here's my review on SWTOR 4.0. Huge Star Wars Legends fan, love SWTOR, I've been with it since the beginning. One of my favorite games that got me into MMOs and knowing just how to play them. Well, actually, no. Well, yeah. Basically got me into MMOs. I was gonna say Guild Wars, but Guild Wars, I was just sort of running around, didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was just, prancing around. But anyway, I'm excited about 4.0. Knights of the Fallen Empire, that trailer was sick. Don't lie, you was watching that, you was like, oh shit, what's gonna happen? That trailer was sick. And the storyline is gonna be sick. For those of you who haven't played through it yet, it's gonna be absolutely sick. And I know I'm getting kind of repetitive, but really though, to see new content and see BioWare go that extra mile for the story, that was a huge plus. And I'm playing it right now. I'm liking what I see. There's a whole lot of new stuff. But all of that aside, I played it. I played it for a few hours the other day, and there's good and there's bad. Yeah. Okay. So one of the features of 4.0 is that certain companions, with like weird head shapes, they clearly can't fit a helmet on. They can't use helmets anymore. Characters like Chemval with like unique body types or Blizz, they can't use armor anymore. Because then they would be looking kind of weird with like, a man's leg armor on their small or extra large body. Anyway, they can't do that anymore. It's, armor is purely cosmetic for most characters, and that's alright. At least I don't have to spend comms on companions anymore. I can buy stuff for them, but it doesn't necessarily have to be, it's not necessary. It doesn't have to be bought, just so you won't get killed while you're on some world, because your companion is undergeared. And that's a plus. That's a huge plus. Some negatives like Andronikos, Ravel, he doesn't dual wield anymore. They changed some things with what kind of weapon your companion uses, and that upset me a little bit, because Andronikos is like too badass for one blaster. He's too badass for one blaster. So seeing him without his double blasters is just throwing me off, and I think they changed Yun and a couple other people too. Yun has a different type of weapon. I'm not sure what kind he has, but I tried equipping his old staff and it wouldn't work. And so yeah, that's a slight drawback, but it gives you a different way to play your companions, and all companions are basically Treek now. They can tank or like heal or damage, because I know some people use Treek to tank, some people use Treek to heal and whatnot, and they're all multitaskers, and I like that. That's cool for the noobs, who are like, oh, I just want to play this game, man. It looks cool. It's cool for the people that just want to play. That's nice. That's something to help them out. But I still like them in their old roles. That's me, and I'm glad they give us the option to do that, to set them to their old roles. That's cool. What my only, and I'll say this, my only gripe so far with 4.0 has got to be the level syncing. Level syncing is probably, in my opinion, the worst, the worst feature of 4.0. I mean, if you're a long time player, you'll know that level syncing is absolute crap. It's like giving. I just posted in the forum. It's like giving handouts to people who don't know what they're doing, and like rewarding them for not being able to like level up or like play the game properly. And it's just like, I understand BioWare and EA, they want it's all about the dough, the dinero or whatever, and they just want to rake in subs. But like, seriously though, it craps on the entire pretense of a game, of what a game is supposed to be. And it's just like, why would you level? It's like, why even bother with levels anymore? If you're just gonna go and get, have the possibility of getting just getting crushed by like a gang of like low-level mobs, that if you're a 60 and you go to like Droman Kaas or whatever, and you get ganged on by like level 5 mobs that you used to like flick with your finger and they would die, as they should, because you're freaking level 60. It's just like, all of a sudden, if there are enough of them, they can harm you. That's madness. I mean, that's absolutely ridiculous. That's like hustling backwards. I mean, it's so retarded, and it's just like, I go to forums and I find these opinions like, hey, level sync is the shit, and I'm like, no, it's not. These it seems like they're clearly paid by BioWare. It seems like BioWare is clearly propping themselves up, and they would have to. I mean, to have people post that kind of nonsense on there. I mean, or maybe people just legit feel like this idiotic concept is a boon to the game. Hey, I mean, you don't like what I gotta say about the game, make your own opinion, whatever. But, what kind of game isn't really, what kind of RPG isn't about progression? What kind of game isn't about progression? Look at all the great games. That's what attracts us to games. You're building your character. You're identifying with this character. You like this character so much, you're identifying with him. You're leveling him up. You're making him or her stronger. You're making that character stronger. And you're going through these struggles that are, may or may not be parallel to your own life struggles or whatever you're going through. And all of a sudden, it's just like, well, I'm a level 5 again? It's just like, so what was the point? That's the basic pretense of any game, any good game, like Mega Man or Mega Man X or whatever, Pokemon, is progression. You're not gonna be a level 65 Pokemon, and now I know they have like multiple, you can take on multiple Pokemon at the same time, and get ganged on by like multiple Pokemon that are level 5 and get wrecked. I mean, like, what kind of crap is that? You know how many people would be furious about that? I mean, it's just like, it wouldn't be Pokemon anymore. Now they're like giving little handouts. It's okay, like, like a level 5. So does that mean a level 5 can go to a level 60 planet and automatically be boosted up to 60? I mean, like, what is that? I mean, you should get wrecked if you're, if you're not in that league. I mean, yeah. And the freaking world bosses, people are like, oh well, if you're a level 60 and you go to like a level 30 planet and you could just one shot a world boss, like what is that? I'm like, you're supposed to. You're twice their level. Like why wouldn't you? You've progressed to a point way beyond them. Unless they wanted to make all world bosses level 60 or 65 plus. Later on when they come out with the new expansion or whatever. That's a poor counter argument. I mean, like, so what if I one shot like level 10 guys? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Like, so you're complaining that you get to one shot people? Like, that these people are so beneath you that they don't pose it. Well, NPCs are so NPCs being non-player characters or mobs, for those of you who aren't cool to lingo, basically enemies. So you're saying that you're not cool with being so far above these NPCs that they don't pose a challenge to you anymore, that you could just be a badass, a leveled up badass, and just run through them. Like, that's just stupid, But I want to be ganged up by like level 5s and killed. Like, it's just like, I miss that. It's just no one says that. No one says that. No one wants to go back to living with their mom. No one wants to go back to being broke. No one wants to go back to level 5 and having to struggle against like level 3, mobs because their stats have been lowered. That's just idiotic, and people complaining about that, I mean, should really just like think about it, and it's just, think about that, games are about progress, and once you take that away, it's just like, there's no point, there's no point anymore to leveling, and level is just like some title, and everyone gets, you're a level 60 today, kid, sticker. Like, it's just like giving handouts, more like, it's like taxing us because we're successful, It's so dumb. It makes leveling sort of anti-leveling, I guess, or counterintuitive to leveling. It's just, why should I level when, why should I reach this height if you're just gonna lower me? Why should I, spend hours gearing if you're just gonna put me back down to 56? That's just idiotic. And I just can't see the sense in that. It's people give all these reasons that just really don't sound genuine. It sounds like they're forcing themselves to like it. And it's just no. There's no genuine reason for level sync, and that's my take on that. And I ranted on long enough about that. But that's the only gripe, the only thing I have so far against 4.0, and that's it. I played this story, about to play it right now. I should probably do something else more productive, but 4.0, I'm paying for this, I gotta do it. 4.0 is the shiznit. It's really good. Everything except what I talked about is, that subject being level syncing. Everything else is golden. And I can't wait to see the story through the conclusion. and I'll probably share some videos with you about that. Alright, this is Coach Judo signing off.